What's up, guys? The bees knees, the cat's pajamas. Jamie Boom Boom here with Devon Larratt. Devon, what's up, man?
Oh man, he is quick. This guy, eh? He's got that boxing twitch in him.
Let's go. All right, guys, look, I'm here. We got No Limits here. Your new nickname is going to be the...
Yeah, Slugmungandr. Yeah.
Slugmungandr. What is it? Sounds like Icelandish or something.
Yeah, well, it's like, so there's Thor, and there's this guy, I think it's Jormungandr, some giant snake, but I'm like a slug because I sweat so much in the ring. So I'm hoping that, like, when I get close to him, some of my poisonous ooze will end up killing him. Yeah, that's my game plan.
I love it, man. So, look, we just met here at Tristar Gym. We're in the dorms now. You're training out Tristar, man. What do you got coming up? Everybody knows you from being a arm wrestling world champion, one of the the biggest characters in arm wrestling. But right now, you're going into the world of
boxing. What the hell is going on here, right? I had a little window. I had a few months where I didn't have a big defense or anything coming up, and Eddie Hall blew his bicep, and I was like, "Put me in, coach." So, and surprisingly, I got picked. So,
he didn't call you out.
No, man. We're good. I've been such a fan of the fight. Like, I've been so, excited to watch them fight. And when Eddie got hurt, I was like, oh man, this is terrible. This fight has to continue. Like, me along with probably thousands of other guys in the strength world. Yeah. And so here I am. I'm like 2 weeks and a few days into my boxing training. So
that's what I was gonna ask you. Like 2 weeks and a few days, man. That's so insane. But we love it. We love the hustle. Obviously, everybody knows the intensity, the discipline that you already have. You're a current arm wrestling world champion. So what is your boxing experience?
It's like zero, dude. It's like absolutely zero. I'm way out of my depth. I've never done boxing. I did judo when I was a kid. When I was in the military, I did like some MMA style of stuff. Like, we learned how to fight a little bit.
A little hand-to-hand?
A little bit of hand-to-hand. But, you never take your hand off the gun, right? Like, I was... But hey, listen, I think that Thor's got a bit of a head start on me, but man, how do you say no to an opportunity like this?
Let's fucking get it, man.
How do you say no, right?
We're going in.
Yeah, going.
Rep for TriStar too. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Canada.
Yeah. As soon as I started asking around, like as soon as I got the call, right away I was like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? Yeah. But I called all my buddies. I'm like, help. Guys came to my house. Guys started giving me equipment.
This is in Ottawa, back home?
Yeah, back home. And then right away, I'm like, who do I need? Where do I need to go? And then this gym's name kept on being brought up, TriStar. By the time the third guy said TriStar, and people are like,
TriStar 3, try.
Yeah, they're like the best fight mind in Canada we got is for us. And they're like, overall, he's just going to understand the entire dynamic, and he's going to give you the best advice possible. So I got the call on Monday. By Tuesday, I was living in the dorm, right?
This is my guy right here. This is how we do it, man. Yeah. So you didn't know Firas before? You knew him?
No, I talked to him. I talked to him on Tuesday at about lunchtime, and by 8 o'clock I was here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So what's the schedule like? What's he got you doing right now?
It's like a complete refit, man. Like, I am so specialized, just to fight like arm wrestling, that's it. And pretty much the big thing is the conditioning of the fight. Like, the conditioning, like, dude, my cardio is crap. Like,
you never need it in this, in this dimension.
In this way, yeah. So it's just a total, and that's the thing that feels the best probably of anything, is just me regaining my cardio. I feel great. I'm running up to
Royal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I did it with Mustafa. First time, dude almost killed me. Thought I had asthma. That's how bad it was.
It's a brutal hill, Mount Royal here in Montreal.
Oh, and you think you're at the end, and then there's a corner, and you think that's the end, and it's yeah, man, it's painful. But just the basics: how to stand, how to move. I've been sparring with.
Yeah, what was your first sparring like?
Oh,
first ever.
So it made me realize that round one, man. Round one, I'm like, how do you do 6 rounds of this? Like, you're just standing there and like throwing punches for 3 minutes, getting hit. Yeah, I think the first day, I think I died in round 2. Yeah, round 2, I was on the ground, like
tapped out.
Tapped out. The next day, I think I made it to round 4. The next day, I made it to round 5.
That's what it's all about, baby.
Yeah, man, baby steps. Today, I made it through 6 rounds of 6 minutes.
Awesome. And the fight's gonna be?
I think 6 rounds of 3 minutes, but I think there's a lot still. It's got to be confirmed. But to me, this is just a massive growth for me. Like, to leave my sport, which I've invested my whole life in, and kind of switch to this brand new world. It's a big experience for me. I get to see the world through a fighter's eyes for 5 weeks. I'm hoping to bring this experience back to arm wrestling, be able to translate it, bring our worlds together, and
maybe the theatrics
and hopefully get to punch Thor in the face a couple times too.
We can't wait, man. That's why we're so honored, because here at Tristar Gym we get to run into so many people who come through the doors, and we never take it for granted, the guys that come in, and you're such a polarizing personality in the arm wrestling field. Now to come here and box with us, it's so cool that you've chose Tristar Gym, you've chose Montreal, you chose Firas Zahabi, and you chose the Boom Boom Show to promote the fight. So okay, so how does it differ, the training from arm wrestling? But arm wrestling, like, you're a fit guy. I've never seen you out of shape.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between being fit for arm wrestling, and it's a completely different world. The requirements are completely different. Arm wrestling, it's all about strength of the hand, and very specialized. It's okay. So you know how big mixed martial arts is. Boxing maybe gets a little bit smaller than that. Well, arm wrestling is like a tiny little fight. It's a very miniature fight that happens in that. Yeah. So there's a lot more knowns in the sport of arm wrestling. Right. Yeah.
So, what does your training entail when you're training for the arm wrestling world championships?
Well, a lot of arm wrestling. Like, the best way to train for arm wrestling is to arm wrestle with.
Who the hell could arm wrestle with you? Just smash everyone.
No, it's like sparring. Like when you spar, like you
work on different things.
Yeah, you can have a good sparring session with a guy who's less than you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Same thing with arm wrestling. You give things away. You work with the same kind of energy.
Right, so interesting.
Yeah. It's the same. I'm looking forward to actually, when this is all done, come back to TriStar. I'd love to do a seminar here for arm wrestling. Bring all the Montreal arm wrestlers in. Do a little exchange with the fighters. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, we'd love to cover it.
Cool, right? Yeah. I think there's some crossover more to like the jiu-jitsu side of the house. I think there's a lot more hands in jiu-jitsu. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
And said judo too, grip strength,
Yeah, lots of grip. But yeah, when you're training for arm wrestling, same thing. You got to practice the sport, and then you got to make basically this super diesel.
You got a huge hand, man. Let's see the size. Let's see. They get the hand size. Look at the boom boom hands up here, man.
Big hand probably helps.
Yeah.
But like everything, like if a guy's got it here, he'll find a way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We've got champions of all shapes and sizes. A lot of guys look like me, but you get guys who just find a way to make it work.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. You're telling, like, you're in your 40s. I mean, you don't really look it, but like,
I definitely am in my 40s. Yeah, I'm 40.
You're there in your 40s and you're still winning world titles. Is there an age limit for this?
Well, that's the cool thing about arm wrestling. Arm wrestling is probably one of the sports where you can go the longest. Mm-hmm. There's something about the hand.
The old grandfathers who work on the farm, that grip strength,
Yeah, the hand stays strong for a long time, and like, it takes a long time to build the hand up also. Yeah, like, because it's so much connective tissue and sinew, and it takes time and experience too. Like, the more you do it, you think it's so simple, and relatively it is, but you can get better and better and better. I'm still learning today. After doing it almost, I'm coming up on maybe 30 years, and I'm still learning. Yeah.
Wow. So the question everybody wants to know is, are you going to bring the same intensity into the ring? What's your thought process like going into the fight? We know you're a super intense guy. What are you going to do coming out? Is there a walkout, something special you're thinking of? Are you going to stare him down? You're going to yell in his face? What intensity are we going to see from Devon Larratt come September when you fight in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah. So this is virgin voyage, right? So, I mean, I'm no stranger to competition, so I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of things that follow the same patterns, but man, it's a whole new world for me. My goal is to really bring it, whatever way I do it. I really want to get my head in a place where I'm willing to die out there. I want to get so that I'm completely committed to the fight. I know it's not a lot of time, but that's what I'd like my kind of offering to the fight, to this boxing match to be. I want to give it my 100%, and I don't have a plan. I don't have anything. I don't have a strategy at this point. I don't know whether I'm going to try and go crazy round one, or I'm going to try to. I really don't know. I think I'm going to probably figure that out much closer. I mean, hey, man, I just got kind of 5 weeks, right? 5 weeks.
Look, I promise you two things. One, you're not going to have you're getting the best coaching here, so it's not going to be the same thing. You're not going to have the same guys. You're not you're not without great coaching here. And the second thing I promise you is, man, it's going to pass real fast. Once it's over, you're going to be like, shit, it's already done. That's every time I fight, I was like, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it's not my first day sparring, because that first 3 minutes seemed like an eternity. Yeah. It's starting to get better. Like that's the thing that I love more than anything about this experience is the return of my cardiovascular health. Because when I've been arm wrestling, I'm like, sit on the couch, get up, do my reps, eat, go sit back on the couch, and my heart rate doesn't normally feel too much.
I saw you on the Aerodyne hitting the bag the other day. I mean, you're putting the work in. No one can say you're not putting the work in. You're here twice a day training.
Yeah. Well, I'm real thankful that there is a place like this. Yeah. To me, this is just an incredible facility, where you have the quarters, you have the gym, and you can just commit to this lifestyle. I would recommend this place to anybody who wants to just dive in for a couple weeks and do a fight camp. What a great experience. Yeah.
Dev, I mean, that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. We had to do this interview for you. I know we're not in studio, but we had to catch Devon Larratt because you have such a huge fight. You have such a huge fan base. You're such a polarizing figure. We're so proud of you here in Montreal. Man, we wish you all the best. I'm sure you're going to do well.
I don't know. Is that going to help? Boom.
What's it saying? Get it, yeah. Guys, that's it for Devon Larratt. That's it for the Boom Boom Show. Peace.